It's over 9,000!
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy SBX, and this is another Dragon Ball Z review right here. Um, this video topic that I want to discuss about is the new Dragon Ball Z movie, and it's called Dragon Ball Z Revival F, or Fukukira F, Japanese as well. The F stands for Frieza, of course, and you see in this background this picture of Frieza, and pretty much Frieza is pretty much resurrected from the dead and back with a vengeance. So, this movie's not really out yet. It's actually coming out next week in Japan. But you know how us Americans do. We always get things at the very last minute. But anywho, if you guys ever saw any video clips of the new Dragon Ball Z movie, y'all probably are aware of it. If not, I advise you to check it out. I'll put the link in the description box, and I usually put clips of videos of interesting things on my video, but I can't risk a copyright strike. But anyways, I want to take the time and talk about my perspectives about Dragon Ball Z F, or Revival F. And I can't really say it in Japanese because I'm not good at speaking Japanese. And pretty much, I want to call it Dragon Ball Z F. But in my perspectives, though, I'm surprised that Frieza actually came back better than ever. Not only that, he wants to take revenge against Goku and Vegeta and the rest of the Z fighters, of course. So I was just thinking, how many times does this guy always have to appear? Of course, in the early segments of Dragon Ball Z, Frieza and Goku and the rest of the Z fighters had fought Frieza in Planet Namek, of course, because Vegeta used to have been Frieza's henchman during the times, and I was just surprised at the fact that they actually bring him back again. I was hoping that in that movie they was gonna have a rematch between Goku versus Beerus. Because of course, if you guys seen Battle of Gods, the movie was a little bit disappointing in the end. How Beerus and Goku didn't really finish the fight, but you already know that Goku was always getting his ass whooped by Beerus. But also the fact that it was a little bit disappointing that Super Saiyan God Goku just looks so normal and stuff like that. But the whole perspective though is that I was wondering, why did they have to bring Frieza back? What was Akira Toriyama's theory and his whole perspectives of having Frieza back from Dragon Ball Z? We could have just had somebody else in the scene besides the same old people. Every time you turn around with a Dragon Ball Z movie, somebody's coming back between, of course, Frieza, and then Cooler, and then Broly, Garlic Jr., and things of that nature. Why can't they bring back somebody that we haven't seen in a while? Like, maybe they can bring back a Raditz, or they can bring back Nappa, or somebody, or someone new per se. Someone new and powerful. But we can't say what Akira Toriyama is gonna do, and we can't really say what's his intentions or tell him what to do, because this is his movie. This is his movie, and also this is his show, and this is an anime. In my perspective, though, is that I like how they have the new pretty much they have new wardrobes. Like, Goku has a new wardrobe, Vegeta got a new wardrobe, Gohan has a new wardrobe, and he has a new hairstyle. I think Krillin went back to the bald look again, and things of that sort. But everybody else is still the same, and things of that sort. But I'm really hoping that this movie is going to be better than Battle of Gods, because we already know that Goku and Frieza had a triumphant battle during the Dragon Ball Z sagas, and also when he was in Hell in the Cell Saga, or in the end between the Cell Saga. But always coming back and trying to fight Goku during the afterlife and stuff like that. But I was wondering, how did Frieza come back from the dead? Who revived him? Did somebody wish Frieza back from the dead, or was it we gotta be curious. It's like everything about Japan will not really let us know what's going to happen in the Dragon Ball Z or any other project that we like from Japan. Even if it's not anime, it can be a video game, a new game console, stuff like that. They're not going to reveal every information about it because one thing for certain is they're trying to make sure that their project is looking right, and not only that, you know Japan knows a little bit more than us. So that's just how it is. But we can always safe to assume about the Dragon Ball Z series and the movies and stuff like that. But we can always guess and see what's going on. But so far the graphics, we can all agree that it still looks cool, and we're waiting to see if there's going to be any new transformations that we can see. Like, if Vegeta's going to turn Super Saiyan God, or Gohan, or anybody else. Of course, Goku's going to do some shit. But later on this video, I will show you a picture of what Goku's going to look like during the battle against Frieza. And it was made by Shonen Jump. If y'all read any mangas, Shonen Jump is one of the most popular mangas in Japan, and Dragon Ball Z is actually on the Shonen Jump Industries. So I'm just saying, though, from my perspective, it's like, why is that the symbols on the chest looks like a Naruto hitting leaf type of symbol between Goku and Vegeta's chest. Like, how Goku had this little shirt on, and Vegeta had his Saiyan armor, and it has that sign in it. I was wondering, what does that represent? Are they training, or they're for somebody, or it's just a random sign that it appears to be on their sign? It doesn't make any sense. It's just going to be a sign. It's just a random sign. It has to mean something. But and also, why is that Beerus and Whis are in the series? I mean, I thought it can be something more like a battle between Beerus, Frieza, and Goku, but it seems like it's just between, once again, Goku versus Frieza. So I think Beerus has nothing to do with the battle, but I still think, we gotta know what his motives is. If he's the most powerful, being in the fucking planet. Of course, Beerus is known for just destroying planets. He's a destroyer of God. He destroys anything in his fucking way. And I'm just thinking, how is he bad, but he seems a little bit good? Because it's like, ever since I watched the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie, it's like Beerus seems so confusing in a way. It's like his intentions are not too clear enough, So, what I'm saying? It's like, he seems very cool and polite, and just, has a great, sense of humor and things of that nature. But when he gets mad, or he seems very serious, he really is a dangerous dude, And it seems like Whis is his teacher, and it seemed like he's more powerful than Beerus, which is crazy. But I'm just thinking, it's like, every Dragon Ball Z movie would not make sense, but at the same time, we just sit here and watch and observe the action. It's not as action packed as the other Dragon Ball Z movies and things of that sort, but it's just that, it's just certain pieces of the movie and certain pieces of Dragon Ball Z as an anime seem very confusing, but we just can't help but to watch it. But I'm just saying, though, it's like, it's crazy how they're bringing back the Z Fighters again in another movie. And I was just thinking, I don't know why they're making another movie if, the Dragon Ball Z saga and Dragon Ball Z as the anime is pretty much done with. Of course they're gonna bring out more Dragon Ball Z games and Dragon Ball Z shorts and stuff like that. But I was just thinking, if they bringing out movies all the time, they might as well bring back another show, not besides repeats and Dragon Ball Z Kai and stuff like that. Make a new Dragon Ball Z saga, or think like like I said, another Dragon Ball Z saga with Akira Toriyama's idea, besides fan made and stuff like that. Something that is like, wow, this is Akira Toriyama's idea, and he's gonna bring it back on Cartoon Network or maybe Toonami, if Adult Swim will approve to that. But it's not an adult content, but something in that nature. But it's, of course, what's the condition of Cartoon Network right now sucks, because it's not how it used to be in the 1990s and the early 2000s. But if they can reconsider making a new Dragon Ball Z movie, a show, a new series, and a new saga, that's cool. But also, why not bring Dragon Ball Z movies on television as well too, besides going on the internet to watch it and whatever in English dubs or subs or whatever, because when I first saw Battle of Gods, I saw it in subtitles, English subtitles, and then I also have it on my computer that I have the English dubs too. So of course, when I get a chance to watch the new Dragon Ball Z movie, the Revival of F, it's going to be in English subtitles. But I'm not sure if I want to watch it in Japanese, because I'm not going to understand it. Because if I understand Japanese, then sure, I'll reconsider watching it. If I was in Japan, then sure. But in my whole perspective, though, it's like, it seemed like the Dragon Ball Z Revival F is going to be a pretty intense, cool, and awesome movie, because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I want to see how this new Super Saiyan form of Goku will be, or if Vegeta's going to turn into a Super Saiyan God, or anybody else. It seemed like in this picture, Vegeta's going to turn into something. He's going to transform to something, or it's just another way of seeing Vegeta is going to turn to a Super Saiyan form just to fight Frieza. But also, not only just Super Saiyan forms of both Vegeta and Frieza, we also saw how Frieza actually, transformed into another form of Frieza. He's all gold and purple and stuff like that. I'm thinking, damn, this dude looked like a human version of a Magnum condom. But seriously, it's just that, damn, how much does this guy have to transform? Of course he had his final form during the Frieza saga of the early part of Dragon Ball Z, but then now it's just this shit, like, god damn. It's like all gold and purple and stuff like that. He gotta be 10 times stronger than ever then. It's like, there's no stopping Frieza when it comes to his transformations, And it's like, god damn, what they should do instead? If they have another Dragon Ball Z movie, they could at least had another fusion movie. This time, the evil villains had an evil way to fuse. They could at least have Frieza and Cell did a fusion. It would be Final Form Cellza or some shit like that. It would have been really intense. It would have been very intense. They could have just made up something like that instead, and that would have made like millions of people around the world to reconsider watching this movie. But I'm not here to judge Akira Toriyama and make a rant about it. It's just that I'm just curious about what this movie is going to be about and how it's going to affect everybody in the whole world. But like I said, on my last video, I have done Dragon Ball Z Battle of God, and this movie was okay, but it just had a fucked up ending in it, in the end. But in other terms, we got to see what's going to go on to this Dragon Ball Z Revival F movie. What's going to happen? That's the whole perspective, because it's still a continuation, but at the same time we still see Goku still around, Vegeta still around, Beerus and Liz is gonna be around, but it's just that Frieza just come back, and you know it's gonna be where it starts off all over again, like how Goku beat Frieza during the Namek times, and also how he got his ass whooped and killed by Trunks. So it's like now, you know, it's like damn, they right back it again. It's back to square one all over again. So, anyways, people, let me know what y'all think about this topic here, and make sure to check out the links of the Dragon Ball Z Revival F. I know y'all guys want to watch that. I sure as hell do. So anyways, people, let me know what y'all think. Drop a comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Alright? SBX wrapping this up. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
That's all, bitches.